time on Dual Destinies! Knock knock, it's Phoenix Wright. In case you missed anything, I'm gonna fill you in on this case. The coin bag we were banking on was twisted by this weeaboo over here, leaving us empty-handed once again. Lucky for Orla, Marlon Rhymes turned out to be a fish-scented liar. He didn't hear any noise from the pool room, but it turns out Sasha did. We proved Jack Shipley died next to the pool, but Orla's still in hot water.
The orca is the only one who could have moved the items.
Can we fish anything out of Sasha's testimony besides bad aquatic puns? Find out on Dual Destinies next! So the scarf doesn't have anything to do with the case. But there's something about the timing of the stuff falling that bothers me. Hold on, the timing of the stuff falling. The timing. Maybe my theory has been all wrong from the beginning. Maybe the bag of coins isn't the murder weapon!
And so, your last cross-examination ends in failure as well. You should know that such a feeble slash will never hurt me. As I said, the orca made the equipment fall and then toyed with the body in the water.
Objection! I'm sorry, Prosecutor Blackquill, but based on the circumstances at the scene, the defendant couldn't have dragged the body into the water after the equipment fell.
And why, pray tell, is that?
Oh, I'll tell you all right. If my theory has been all wrong, then I'll just have to fix it.
Yes, Mr. Wright, please do tell the court. What indicates that the body was not dragged into the water after the items fell?
Well, that's a very easy question with a very easy answer, Your Honor, because clearly, Jack Shipley's hips don't lie. And that's where it is. Take that! Please focus on this point.
That point? I don't see any particular problem there.
Right here. No, I mean, right around here. To, somewhere over there-ish. And please also take a look at this area over here as well.
Mr. Wright, your point is gradually expanding to include entire photograph. Dumbass.
Okay, I deserve that. Take that! This red scarf fell at the same time as a bag of coins. But if the body was dragged into the pool after the bag of coins fell, then the red scarf wouldn't still be on top of the body.
What?
In other words, the victim was already dead when the equipment came crashing down. Therefore, the bag of coins that fell with the scarf was not the murder weapon!
Silence! But it was the defense who claimed the bag of coins was the murder weapon to begin with.
Well, yes, that's true.
Do you intend to abandon your original argument?
After hearing the testimony, I realized my theory about the murder weapon was wrong. Please recall the facts we've learned so far. It's a fact that what Orla bit was the victim's dead body.
After all, when we saw the victim on the security footage, he was already dead.
But then Orla carried the victim to the side of the pool and knocked down the equipment for the new pirate show that was piled up there. Maybe Orla was trying to alert the humans to the victim's condition. If Orla knocked the items down on the victim after he was already dead, then it means the defendant didn't kill the victim with those items!
But that's preposterous! Even still, your argument is lacking. If neither the orca's headbutting nor the bag of coins were the manner of death, then how do you propose the victim was killed?
A very good point. If the defense is now abandoning its original theory, then we would need a new theory as to what the murder weapon was.
All right. I doubt I have no clue would go over well.
All right. Let's go over what we still need to find out about the victim's body.
What we don't know is how he died and why his body was at the bottom of the pool. I wonder if there's something that would explain both of these things at once.
How did the victim's body sink to the bottom of the pool? On a diagram, it's easy enough to move the body to the bottom of the pool. But in real life, the water would just cause the body to float.
Right. Hold on. Water. Okay, then what if we flip that around? What if there was no water, and the body would go right down in an instant? So could the real manner of death be? Thanks for the great hint, Athena.
What? I helped you and I didn't even know it?
Your Honor, I think we know the real manner of the victim's death.
I think won't do, Mr. Wright. I expect a clear answer. Now then, what was the real manner of Jack Shipley's death?
What's the manner of death that moved the victim to the bottom of the pool in an instant? It's Little Miss Gravity, of course. Please take a look at this diagram of the orca pool. If there was no water in this pool, then it would be very easy to move the victim's body to the bottom of the pool. Allow me to demonstrate. La 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 la. Ah!
He would drop straight down. Oh my! Could that be the true manner of death?
The orca pool is about 65 feet deep. If the victim were to go from the top of the pool to the bottom where there was no water, then he would, without question, have fallen to his death!
Death from a fall!
That is your answer.
It all makes perfect sense. If he fell, that would explain the signs of blunt force trauma all over the body, too.
The culprit pushed the victim into the pool where there was no water in it. After doing something to keep the body from floating up, they filled the pool with water. The pool water washed away any signs of blood, so no one would realize that he fell!
Surprisingly, that actually makes sense. Order! Order in the court! I'm just as surprised as you are, but I must have order! If falling was the manner of death, then does that mean the defendant's behavior was the result of being manipulated by the true culprit as the defense claimed?
Yes, it would have to be. All that needs to be explained now is how the real culprit commanded Orla. Miss Buckler, is there a way to instruct Orla to bite someone?
What? What kind of trick would that be? Of course not!
Then could you tell us about the tricks Orla does know?
Well, there's jumping, dancing, and playing volleyball. And she can spin, do the rock and roll trick, and sing the Swashbuckler Spectacular song.
Those sound like pretty nice tricks, but I doubt they're related to this case.
She's also practicing 2 new top secret tricks. There's the human rocket, where she shoots somebody up into the air. And then there's the Lifesaver trick, where she brings a drowning person to the surface.
Hey, one of those top secret tricks might have something to do with this case. Now, which of these 2 tricks sounds relevant to the case? The Lifesaver trick. So in the Lifesaver trick, Orla brings a drowning person to the surface, correct?
You caught it! Orla's still learning how to hold someone gently in her mouth. So she sometimes bites into their clothes, but she's never hurt a person's skin.
She brings a drowning person to the surface? Then that must be it!
And then the killer whale swam up toward the surface with the victim in its mouth.
That matches up perfectly with what Miss dePlume said in her testimony.
The real culprit must have used the Lifesaver trick command to manipulate Orla!
I still find this very hard to believe.
Then let's see it for ourselves. Let's have Orla show us her trick using a practice dummy.
As you wish.
The prosecution doesn't appear to have any objection. Miss Buckler, please proceed.
Okay, sure. I'll show you Orla's phenomenal trick. Hey Marlon, are you ready over there?
Okay, let me just go get the practice dummy. Damn, this thing's heavy. There, it's in the pool. Ready and standing by, Sasha.
Here goes, Orla's secret new trick, the Lifesaver.
The clothes got torn up a little, but the dummy doesn't have any new marks on it.
And there you have it, Orla's secret new trick.
Wow, that orca's really something.
A cute thing like that wouldn't hurt anybody.
Sounds like the gallery loved Orla's performance.
That was great! That awesome trick captured everybody's heart!
Oh, wonderful! I wish I could see more!
Looks like we silenced Prosecutor Blackquill.
Thank you, Orla and Miss Buckler, and thank you too, Mr. Rhymes. And so now you can clearly see how Orla was manipulated. The bottom of the orca pool must be examined immediately. We might still find some evidence of the victim falling to his death.
Prosecutor Blackquill, please have that taken care of at once. Excuse me, Prosecutor Blackquill, but I am requesting further investigation. Tisk tisk, Prosecutor Blackquill. You have to answer the nice judge politely. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. The thing you asked for just came in.
Couldn't be bothered to think of a less violent way to deliver it.
Shocking, isn't it?
What did Prosecutor Blackquill ask for?
I've been waiting for this.
Oh? And what is that?
An updated autopsy report.
What? Why did it have to come now?
During the recess, I ordered the body to be re-examined. Something started nagging at me during the course of the trial, you see. Here.
I take it you'd like me to read it. Very well. Cause of death. Thought to be from a 65-foot fall. But this is decisive evidence that substantiates Mr. Wright's theory.
But what? It's something good for a change.
If the manner of death was falling into an empty pool, the orca can't be responsible. It seems Orla's complete innocence has been proven.
I suppose I can't deny that.
This is fantastic! You did it, Mr. Wright! Prosecutor Blackquill isn't even trying to refute it. Orla is saved.
Yeah. Is it really safe to celebrate?
It would appear more investigation into this case is necessary. But first allow me to render my verdict. The court finds the defendant, Orla Shipley,
Thank you so much, Phoenix! Thank you, Athena! Orla and Marlon, thank you too!
Aw, yeah! Congrats, Sasha! Time to celebrate! Come on, Orla! Let's get crunk in this shit!
Glad to see everybody so happy, and I'm absolutely thrilled about the verdict.
Thank you, Wright Dono.
Hot for what?
The drained pool. Thanks to you, the truth is finally clear. Fulbright, arrest this woman.
Certainly. Right away, Prosecutor Blackquill. Sasha Buckler, you are hereby under arrest for the murder of Jack Shipley.
What? What are you talking about? What reason could you possibly have?
Come now. You must have had some idea in the back of your dull little mind. The true culprit manipulated the orca in order to have false charges brought upon her. And who is the only one with the ability to accomplish that? It can only be the Orca's trainer.
But I'm sure there's some other explanation.
Silence! I don't need any of your baseless counter-arguments. Have you forgotten? In order to enter the Orca pool room, a security card is necessary. A security card that only the victim and Sasha Buckler possessed. Miss Buckler is the only one who could have caused the victim to fall to his death.
What?
No, I don't believe it! Miss Buckler was so upset by Mr. Shipley's death. She couldn't have done it.
Fulbright?
We asked the security company yesterday to check their security card logs. Their report just came in during the recess. The night before the incident, Sasha Buckler used her card to enter the Orca pool room. After that, not a single person entered the pool room. Not until the incident was discovered when Miss Buckler and the guard ran in.
Objection! But no one would commit murder where their card usage was being recorded.
Apparently, the aquarium employees don't know that their card usage is tracked. What's more, Miss Buckler was seen arguing with the victim before the incident. So, Miss Trainer, what were you arguing about?
It was a private matter. But it wasn't anything I would kill him over. That's ridiculous!
Miss Buckler is the only one who entered the room, and she knows how to command Orla. Besides, I thought her suspicious from the very beginning.
You suspected Miss Buckler from the start.
The Orca did tricks because someone commanded her to do so. Possibly someone with a heart so black as to make her own partner the murder weapon. The possibility the Orca killed the victim. The possibility a human manipulated the Orca. I looked into both.
So he suspected both Sasha and Orla all along.
My gratitude to you. After all, you were the one who drew out that information about the Lifesaver trick. The Orca you saved was an unwitting victim. A victim made to look like the weapon that killed Jack Shipley.
No!
All right, come along then. Let's have a good, long talk, if you know what I mean.
Wait! I didn't kill the captain! And I would never try to frame Orla! Why would I hurt the ones I love like that?
Sasha!
Phoenix! Athena! You gotta believe me!
Sasha didn't kill him. I believe that with all my heart. There's gotta be something we can do.
I feel the same way. Could I have done something differently? But never in my wildest dreams did I imagine things turning out like this.
It would appear that this case has taken on an entirely new aspect, but this trial is only concerned with a ruling on the defendant, or a Shipley. So I'm afraid this concludes today's trial. Court is adjourned.
That was a big sigh, Athena.
Did you, lose the case?
No, we won. The defendant was found not guilty.
Huh? Then why are you so dejected?
Daddy, were you being mean to her?
What? Picking on the new kid? Not cool, Mr. Wright. Not cool.
Wait a minute, talk about false accusations! We were able to prove the defendant's innocence.
But then Sasha got arrested instead.
So that's what happened. That's too bad.
So what are you two going to do now?
We're gonna get to the bottom of this. I don't believe for a second that Sasha did what they're accusing her of.
I don't believe it either. I won't give up. Boss, let's go see Sasha and tell her we want to represent her.
Right now, I imagine she's still being questioned by the police. Let's get started on the investigation first and look for proof of her innocence.
Sounds like a plan.
Just leave the office to me and Polly, Daddy.
Hey, if there's anything I can do to help, just say the word.
Thanks, Apollo. If you could organize the evidence and clean the office, that'd be great.
I meant anything I could do as a lawyer. I knew I should have become an astrophysicist.
That takes care of that. Time to head to the scene of the crime!
Ooh, hey! A shiny nickel! Wait, is that blood?
Huh? There's no water in the pool. Orla! Where are you?
I can hear her at the bottom of the pool. Maybe there's some water down there.
Orla sounds so sad. Maybe she misses Sasha.
Careful there. You shouldn't get right up to the edge like that. You don't want to end up like the victim. Haha, dark humor. Besides, the police are still conducting their investigation here. Don't go poking around.
Detective Fulbright.
Is something wrong, Miss Lawyer? You look angry.
I object to you arresting Miss Buckler!
Detective, I'd like to ask you some questions about the case, if you don't mind.
Go right ahead!
Oh, I've got some questions for you, all right?
Athena.
Sasha's my
Athena,
friend.
calm down.
I want answers!
Athena, calm.
Miss Buckler is 100% innocent, so why did you arrest her?
I understand your desire to believe in her, but the fact remains that she's suspicious. Right now, there are investigators on the scene, so you can come in as you please. But ordinarily, a security card is required to enter this Orca pool room. The victim and Sasha Buckler were the only ones who possessed this card. And yesterday, the day of the incident, there's proof that the suspect's card was used.
Objection! Somebody else could have used Miss Buckler's card!
Oh my! I guess that would be one possible explanation.
Didn't I sound just like a lawyer right there?
Yeah. We'd kind of be in trouble if you didn't.
Except, the suspect confirmed she entered the room at the time the record states. She said she was here from 3 to 6 a.m. on July 20th. Apparently, she was giving the Orca pool room a good cleaning.
Cleaning? In the middle of the night?
Yes, she said that a lot of the heavy-duty cleaning is done at night. The suspect also admits that she was fighting with the owner before his murder. What's more, nobody saw the victim again after he met with the suspect.
Objection! There must be something I can object to in there somewhere.
Save your objections for tomorrow's trial, Athena. By the way, Detective Fulbright, do you think Miss Buckler's questioning is over?
No, not yet. But I told the guy in charge to take it easy on her.
Why? Is something wrong?
Oops, forget I said anything. It doesn't concern you two anyway.
But it does concern us. We intend to represent Miss Buckler.
What? You do? In that case, I have a favor to ask. Could you get this medicine to her?
Medicine? Looks like a prescription from Hickfield Clinic. I got hit by a car once and stayed there. It was great.
We confiscated it from her home when we were doing a search. I can't get away here, so if you could make sure she gets it, that would be great.
Medicine, huh? Does Miss Buckler have some illness?
I think that's the kind of question you'd better ask her. In justice we trust! Now, I need to get back to the investigation.
And we have to get back to ours, thanks. We can give it to her as soon as they let us talk to her. And we have to return her calendar as well. If we can't see Sasha or investigate, we should question the people at the aquarium. Alright, thank you so much for your intel, Detective. Now, me and Athena are gonna go walk around the aquarium for a bit, so see you around.
So, where to now, boss? There's nowhere else to go but the Pub O'Danger.
Should we check it out?
It's worth a shot.
You're right. Let's move.
Huh? That door is open. It was closed yesterday.
Well, you know what we have to do, right?
Of course, boss. We sneak in and check it out.
Aw, yeah. Breaking and entering in the name of the law.
Hey, you two!
Oh, crap.
Who barges into a person's lab without permission?
We're sorry.
My apologies, sir. She insisted.
Don't throw me under the bus, Mr. Wright.
The polite thing to do is to knock and ask if you can come in. Now, start over.
Yes, sir.
Come in.
Thank you. Sorry to bother you.
Now, what can I do for you? Medical problems?
Well, yes. I'm not feeling super good at the moment. We're not making any progress on this murder investigation and...
Huh? Hey, miss? Where's the patient? Don't you have your pet with you? Oh, wait a minute. That was my last job. This is the aquarium. I was exhausted from all that questioning. Must have fallen asleep.
What's with this guy?
My apologies. I just woke up and I was a little groggy. I'm Dr. Herman Crab. I'm Shipshape Aquarium's resident veterinarian.
Oh, you're the Dr. Crab Mr. Rhymes mentioned yesterday.
And Rhymes also mentioned he hadn't seen Dr. Crab around. I wonder where he was.
Son of a gun. This little thing doesn't let me get any sleep.
What a cute little thing! Who is it?
A penguin chick, a member of the little penguin species. She lives in my hair.
Oh, you're so lucky! I wish I had a pet to live in my hair.
Athena, no pets allowed in my office.
Aw, you're no fun.
If you two don't have any particular business with me, please leave. I have to get ready to make my rounds. Back in you go, little one.
Wait, we'd like to ask you a few questions to save Miss Buckler.
Hold on. Don't tell me you're the curious bear who defended Orla.
That's right. Please, let us ask you a little about the case.